Hello. I need to talk really quick about something that I've never talked about before, and I always assumed that all of you just, I don't know, understood and could read my mind about because I talk a lot, um, and I'm always, creating content and writing and stuff. But like, I realized that I haven't actually fully expressed to you why it is that I am teaching my Elevate Empowerment course. Like, why is it my third year in a row? Why did I even create it to begin with? Some of you might even not fully grasp the idea of like what empowerment could even mean for your life. So I wanted to go into it just about 5 minutes, so bear with me. First of all, maybe I'll start with my story. Rewind like 4 years ago. I was working for someone else, specifically my ex. I'd pretty much put my entire life on hold. Um, I don't even know if I would consider putting my life on hold because I don't know if I ever fully began my life. Like, that's how disempowered I was. I was like 30 years old, 29 maybe, and had just always relied on other people to sort of tell me what to do. And and although like I put on a front of being like confident, I was not. I To be honest, when people asked me like, "Well, what do you want to do?" When I would complain and say like I feel so stuck, I feel so stagnant, like just there's just something that like needs to be different, something needs to change. I had no problem complaining about this and thinking about it, but when it came down to it, like I didn't know what I wanted. I didn't know what could be better. And it's not that I didn't know it. It's that I wasn't even empowered enough to even speak it or even entertain the thought of like what does Leah want? What do I want, right? And it's so strange because this is when I was creating this course when I began coaching a few years ago. It was like, okay, why wouldn't I teach about empowerment? Because it is the thing that has changed my entire life, right? Specifically, intuitive empowerment. So, like, how to connect more deeply with these like intuitive nudges that you feel all the time that are telling you, like, you should speak up about that, or, this isn't like really right for you, or, maybe you should draw a boundary right now, or don't even do it at all. All the time we're hearing from our intuition and our instincts and what some might call like your inner wisdom, and we're ignoring it. We're ignoring it because somewhere along the line of birth and now, we came to understand that we couldn't trust that. Whether it's someone else telling us like, no, you're wrong, you can't trust yourself, or you should listen to me instead, or whatever it may be, we came to understand that like, oh, other people know better than I do. And so I'm going to actively disempower myself and follow direction elsewhere. If it's, maybe within the society, like the framework of that, like I'll follow that instead, or I'll follow what my toxic partner is demanding me to do, or I'll do what all my friends are telling me to do, or I'll just follow everything my family wants me to do and not come outside of that framework at all because you're afraid, right? You're afraid of rejection. You're afraid of failing. You're afraid of not being right. And I was there. I was there for like 30 years. I still find ways that I disempower myself. In the way that that I communicate, in the way that I'm able to express myself, in the way that I create, and make art, in the way that I coach, in the way that I am a coach and I am a businesswoman, right? There are so many different ways and areas that I have found myself disempowering myself in. And it's not until I finally learned the tools that I needed to learn and the ways that empowerment could literally change every part of your life that my life has begun to change, right? That I recognize potential in every situation rather than how can I fit this framework that's already there for me, right? Rather than how can I just fit, it's like what more could I create, right? And empowering myself to think of more and to feel myself more and to express myself more in those feelings, even the difficult ones, right? So that's why I created this course. That's why I want to share it with you. That's why I think it's best in a group setting, because we can all reflect back to each other, maybe different ways that we're disempowering ourselves. And it really does help when you have someone else saying, like, oh, this is the way that I'm disempowering myself. And before you even have like thought of it, you're like, oh, wait, I think I'm doing that too. It just really catalyzes the growth process. And that having that support system of people who actually know what you're going through and who actually care and are not going to judge you, it can really change lives. It can really transform everything for you. Even if you're still in the same situation that you felt so disempowered in to begin with, the shift in perspective only will rock your world. So if any of this resonates with you, if you're feeling stuck, if you're feeling stagnant, if you think this is just how it's going to be for you, I have totally been there, but pay attention to that, right? That might be you disempowering yourself, but I can help you to change that. And I can really, point out different ways that maybe you're not aware of yet. See those blind spots for you. So if this is pulling at you, sign up. There's 4 more days. July 16th is when it begins. And I hope to see you there. I'll include a link in the description of this. All right, guys. Bye.